Well guys, I thought I'd give you a brief update as I'm waiting for the operating system to load in again for like the 10th time. No real issues, just figuring out the whole idea I had around using one SSD as an operating system and using a RAID configuration for two other SSDs, which unfortunately I can't seem to get to work. So anyway, I thought that while this is being loading, I thought I'd give you a quick snapshot. So haven't really done a whole lot. System's powered up. All the water cooling is good. No leaks. Got the sleeve cables in there. One of the things that came today I was happy about was I'm not sure if you can see those are black, so they're kind of hidden now. But those were the sleeved fan cables and the Molex cables, so that nothing. It's not the what is it? The red, the yellow, the black, the white, whatever it was. Those are now gone. I placed an order today with Case Labs again for the last few parts. This one and this one that I cut off. I'm not real happy with the cut job there, and mainly because I'm living in a condo right now, and my chop saw is in a storage locker. Otherwise I would have done a much better job. That was actually done with a Dremel tool. So for $5 or whatever it was, I didn't know that Case Labs provided these with the nice rounded corners, and they just called them shortened 5.25 inch bay adapters or holders. So I ordered those today. Should be here in a couple days. The other thing I did is I got a couple more of these guys because I'm going to put two more up above. So if we go around to the front for a quick sec, I decided that I like the look of this guy right here, and I'm going to put one here and one here, and then I'm going to put back in the single slot cover, the white cover. I just think it looks a little bit nicer. So anyway, had to take the hard drive cages out of the other side there to deal with all the sleeving or the cables and whatnot as I'm trying to get everything hooked up. I'm going to leave the cable management to the absolute last minute. I just don't want to deal with it until I know that all the parts are working and I got it at least to a point where I'm happy with it. So, you know, bear in mind, have a seat. You're going to see something like this. Like, that's just nasty. There are so many cables for me to deal with. But I was mapping out a strategy on how to do that, and I think I'm good to go there. One of the things I'm going to do is the hard drive cages that these cases have fit for hard drives or up to 8 SSDs, and you can kind of see. You see these two white things sticking out here? Those are the SSDs. So there's the two Intel 510s right there. There's the two OCZ Vertex Limited Edition 100 gigs. There's the Patriot Wildfire on top. You notice the Patriot Wildfire sitting on this silver looking gizmo. That's what came with the hard drive, or the SSD. So another thing I ordered from Case Labs today was a couple more of these SSD drives to keep it consistent. And then of course I got the other three, the other three going in there. Actually, they're sitting right there. Well, two I should say, not three. The other one's in the closet. I'll take it out later, but I couldn't fit it with the rad pushed that far, so had to remove it on this side. And actually, now that I say that, I'm probably not going to put that one in, so there's only going to be 3 of these. But the idea being is that these 3 are going to be like kind of a wall of visual effect, and all these cables and as much as I can, I'm going to fish behind in here. There's a good 1.5 inches all the way in there, and it's also got the Case Labs also has these cable ties that are kind of knocked out, or cable tie holders that are knocked out. So I'm going to go that route, I think. Just to give you an idea of temps, I guess one of the things that I was kind of concerned about was the temperatures I was getting with all these fans and whatnot was somewhere around basically 29 to 30 degrees Celsius. Because the whole water loop is one giant loop, it basically starts here actually, goes into the back to the 360 rad at the bottom, comes out at the top to the CPU, and then goes from the CPU out to the 420 at the top, and out of the 420 down to the motherboard block, and then out of the motherboard block to the back 420 or 480, and then from that 480 all the way down to the graphics cards, across the front to the other 360, the 360 into the reservoir. I gotta tell you, I keep filling this reservoir. I can't believe how much how much air is in this loop. I mean, that's I just filled that all the way to the top like 2 minutes ago. Like every couple hours it drops down like 3 to 4 inches. So I'm not gonna put a lot of stock in the temperatures I'm getting right now until I get all the air out of the loop and I get the drivers loaded and get the configurations all happened. The other thing I did, if you remember the last one, I had the Creative X5 down below and I had a Revo drive in here. Not going to use the Revo drive, bottom line. So knocked that one up, the Creative X5, the slot up above, which I had to do because you got to occupy that slot to get the NF200 chip to go 16x, so the 2590s could kick in at 16x, and they are doing that. Getting some silly readings coming out of the Heaven benchmarks and the 3D Mark 11. Sorry, having a moment there. So you know, we're going to do a bit more as soon as we get things a little bit more aligned with the system functioning. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, I'm not sure where I'm at right now with this. I mean, what do we got there? We're at 85% or so. We're probably another 15-20 minutes out from loading this up. I don't know if you see that up there. That's just my external DVD drive. Given that I don't use one anymore, really, I usually use I'll be using the USB 3s or USB 2 for a lot of things. I realized over the last 3 to 4 months I use that DVD drive about twice a month, mainly to load the operating system or to play somebody's arcane CD or DVD that they happen to loan me. So I just I don't use it, so I'm not going to miss it, to be honest. I don't think I really need it. So anyway, we will deal with that cable management in the next couple days or so. I'm going to wait till I get the Case Labs pieces back, or the ones I've ordered, get them to when they get delivered, so that I can check things out. But yeah, so far so good. I mean, the temperature thing kind of gave me a little bit of, I was kind of wondering how it would all turn out given it's one giant loop. I haven't done that before. I usually have done 2 to 3 loops in a case with these types of configurations. But you know, getting 29-30 degrees Celsius when my ambient's 24-25, I'm not exactly unhappy with that. I'd show you one thing, except I'm trying not to move the system too much, but underneath here is the fan dust filters. So the way I've set up the radiators and the fans is the intakes come from the bottom, the tops go out, and as well as the fronts go out. So really, you know, I wasn't too shocked to see that I was maybe 4 or 5 degrees over ambient, given the amount of rads and the fans that I have, because really the 2 480s that run across the top on each side, they're exhausting the warmer air from inside the case. So I expected to take a bit of a hit there from the performance, but what I was more happy about is that we're basically running consistently about 30 degrees through the loop. That's the CPU, the motherboard, and the graphics cards. And under load, I seem to be staying pretty much around 44 degrees Celsius. for the testing that I've been able to do, so that's not bad. Anyway, I think I gotta go do something now with the Windows operating system that's being installed again, and you know, hopefully we'll get there. Anyway, if I get the system, the operating system loaded, I'll download this and upload it to YouTube. Ciao guys, talk to you later.